Comic 1, implying there would be more issues of this thing. Which, technically there were, in Sprite form.
But that's another story for another day.
Well, I knew this would happen eventually. No point in trying to avoid it now. Today we're going to look at my old Sonic Sprite comics. Remember how I said I didn't know Sonic OCs were a common thing until I got back into Neopets? This was also the time when I discovered Sprite sheets, and more importantly, Sprite comics. Little me discovered that people were making comics about Sonic and friends and also their OCs going on adventures by copying and pasting sprites instead of drawing. So she figured if everyone else could do it, then so could she. And she did. With mixed results. These Sprite comics take place after the events of the first work of art. Funnily enough, I actually made a few of these while I was in the middle of making the first one. You'd imagine that would cause some confusion in the overall timeline, but honestly, do you really think that matters? Little me didn't exactly know how to create a story that made sense, as you probably could tell in the last video. Who needs a good story when you could just write about how great your Sonic OC is and how everyone loves her? So here's the thing. There are a lot of these comics. And most of these comics are pretty short, except for the 7th one. So I'm going to split this cringe fest up into several videos. Today, we'll be looking at what I like to call the Chaos Hungry Saga. Great name, huh? Let's begin. S&T Comic Number 1, Chaos Hungry Part 1. Okay, so this comic is labeled number 1, even though I know for a fact that this is the second comic. I think I did this because unlike these comics, I never actually made the first comic public, since I didn't have a scanner back then. Maybe the first comic could be considered the pilot? And this is the actual first episode? Yeah, let's go with that.
Hey, look at me! I'm in Sprite form!
Yippee for you!
Oh boy, where do I even begin? First of all, this font. It's awful, and I didn't know how to change fonts when I was making this, so we're just going to have to deal with it. Second, S's Sprite is atrocious because I had no idea how to edit sprites. Third, the start of each comic has these little mini scenes, and, no surprise here, the first one has S being all cute and random, and Amy being salty. This is going to take some willpower.
We find Sonic and company looking for Chaos Emeralds.
Chaos Emeralds?
Yeah, that's right, Chaos Emeralds.
I've never heard of them.
Well, they're like these big jewels.
I'm getting really tired of that girl.
Hey, Amy! Look in that bush! See? That one! Look there!
Cream, that's not a bush. That's a giant green egg.
Cream, what makes you think behind this bush is a Chaos Emerald?
See? I told you!
Hey, Sonic! Look at the Chaos Emerald I found!
Great, give me that!
Hey!
Wow, Sonic, rude much? Amy finds a Chaos Emerald, something that's quite rare and powerful, and all you care about is impressing the new girl. Don't take it too personally, Amy. I'm sure if anyone else found the Chaos Emerald, Sonic would have done the same thing to them.
This is a Chaos Emerald!
Ooh, shiny.
Ew, shiny!
Amy, are you jealous?
Me? Jealous? Of course not! Why would I be?
She's jealous.
Just leave me alone!
Okay, sheesh.
Did Amy just read Tails' mind?
I've got to get S&T out of my hair!
I've looked everywhere and I still can't find a Chaos Emerald.
S&T! Perfect timing!
What?
Listen, you want to find Chaos Emeralds, right?
Right?
Well, I know a person who could help you.
Really?
I see this series still has the issue where nobody shuts up.
Yeah, her name is Rouge.
Rouge?
She's a world-class treasure hunter.
She must have skills.
She even works for the government.
That's so cool!
Wait, I'm very confused. If we're in the universe where Rouge is still working as a government spy, then why is everything taking place in forests and underground caves like in Sonic Sat AM? Shouldn't they all be in Central Station or something?
But, I don't know. Will she even help me?
Do you want to let Sonic know you're useful?
Yes.
Then, here's a map leading to her cave in the forest.
Gimme!
That's a giant Cheeto.
See ya later, Amy!
Bye! See ya! Aloha! Hasta la vista! And good riddance.
Hey, Amy, where did SNT go?
Hi, Sonic! S&T just went on a mission to find Rouge and get her help finding Chaos Emeralds.
Say what?
Don't worry, she'll be back.
I'm watching you, Amy.
Yes! Now that S&T is gone, she won't get in the way of my relationship with Sonic ever again.
What did you say?
Nothing.
To be continued.
Phew, that wasn't too bad. I think I can handle this. What's next?
No!
Yes, I get to be in this comic.
No, Shadow, run! Don't do this to yourself. You're the most shipped character next to Sonic. You'll never make it out alive.
According to this map Amy gave me, I'm lost.
According to this giant slice of cheese, I've made it to the Kale Smoothie Sea, guarded by the world's most uneven wooden fence.
Need directions?
Who said that?
I did.
Ah!
Oh, sorry.
How'd you do that?
What? This?
Yeah, that!
It's called Chaos Control.
Oh, I see.
What's Shadow doing out here using chaos control for no reason? Is he training? Or is he just very bored and wants to stroke his ego by chaos controlling randomly all over the place for laughs? Wait, he doesn't even have a Chaos Emerald! How is he able to even do this?
Hey, is there a cave around here somewhere?
Rouge lives in a nearby cave.
So in this world, Rouge lives in a cave? I suppose if we're going by the last comic's canon, the main crew lives underground. Still, that just seems really weird, considering in this universe, Rouge also works for the government.
That's exactly who I'm looking for! Where is her cave?
Just keep going forward until you find a big green Chaos Emerald. Then you'll see a cave.
I'm pretty sure he means the Master Emerald? Since he's assuming she knows what Chaos Emeralds are, then he should also assume that she knows what the Master Emerald is by default, since they're connected to it. So why doesn't he just say the Master Emerald? Also, does this mean everyone is currently on Angel Island? And since S is looking for Chaos Emeralds, why doesn't she immediately want to try and get the big Chaos Emerald upon hearing about it?
Thanks.
You must be new here.
You can tell? Well, see you later!
Hey, wait, That's great, Shadow. You didn't even learn her name.
Why does Shadow care about learning her name? Isn't he supposed to be the lone wolf edgelord type? Oh yeah, it's because she's special.
Oh well, maybe next time. Hopefully. Chaos Control!
To be continued.
Let's move on to comic number 3.
Oh man, I wanted it to be Rouge Comics.
Naturally, Rouge is going to be full of herself. Looks like S has arrived at the giant irritated eyeball, the most important stop when you're visiting the Kale Smoothie Sea. The irritated eyeball holds the world's sharpest stalactites and stalagmites, which cause the irritation.
This must be the place. Hello? Anybody in here?
Maybe.
What was that?
That, my little fox, was me.
Oh, hi! Hey, wait! I'm not a fox!
Then what are you?
Well, I
I don't know. A freak of nature, that's what you are.
So, what are you doing here?
I'm looking for someone named Rouge.
Guess what? You're looking at her.
Wow, cool!
Why do you need me?
Well, I want to find Chaos Emeralds.
And?
I need your help.
Listen, kid, you're nice and all, but why would someone like me help someone like you?
Oh, please help me. If I don't find a Chaos Emerald, Sonic will think I'm useless and...
Hold the phone. Did you just say Sonic?
Yeah?
If you know Sonic, then that changes everything. Rouge the Bat at your service.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Gee, thanks, Rouge. This is important. Remember that Rouge was surprised that she knew Sonic.
By the way, what's your name?
My name is SNT.
Then let's go, SNT.
Where are we going?
I know a place where you can find tons of Chaos Emeralds.
Ugh, this is why you don't try to stretch sprites out in MS Paint.
To be continued.